If you're a frequent PNW Haunts and Homicides listener, you probably already know we're Birdie ambassadors.
We wanted to take a quick moment to tell you a little bit more about this awesome product.
Birdie is the modern personal safety alarm made for women by women.
In a situation where you feel threatened or unsafe, you can simply activate Birdie's loud siren and flashing light to create a diversion.
Birdie is perfect to carry anytime because the device is lightweight and comes in a variety of colors.
So important. Use our ambassador link and coupon code PNW Haunts and Homicides to receive 10% off your purchase. Like our social media handles, the coupon code is all spelled out, no special characters.
You can find the link and promo code in our show notes or PNW Haunts and Homicides link tree.
Have a safe ass day.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi, creepy.
Am I doing too much ASMR?
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Do you have a cold?
This is just my voice. This is just how things are now.
This is PNW Haunts and Homicides.
We just like to address the elephant in the room.
Which is my much taller brother.
Wickersham report.
So, in case you didn't notice, this was like a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something.
Yeah, someone came in, took Caitlin's chair, microphone, and headphones, and pretended to be her, and I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was just like, you sound a little different.
Yeah. Which feels pretty weird, but, you know, he is my little brother.
The pod snatchers. The joke was right there.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, we have to do it over because my little brother said I did it wrong.
Is that the ghost?
Yeah, it's the ghost. So my little brother joined us today, I guess out of morbid curiosity.
Ooh.
I thought he wanted to start a podcast.
It's just morbid.
I feel like you guys should have a podcast.
Yeah, maybe. We could be just like Sandy and Christine.
Yeah.
He has no idea who they are. So anyways, Cassie, what are we talking about today?
I don't know.
I'm going to go full news anchor on this bitch.
So I kind of wanted to start off today by telling you about this super cool little like weird place in downtown Portland. Why are you looking at me like that? It's not scary yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's not scary, I promise. It's
Okay.
that place I was telling you about.
Hey, listen, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I ain't gonna get fooled again.
Be fooled again.
Deep cuts.
So the place I want to tell you about in downtown Portland, it's called the Freaky But True Peculiarium. Peculiarium.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
And it's $5 per human to get in, but if you wear a really good costume, you can get in for free.
So, like, if I just put on a tutu.
No, it has to be a good costume.
But it would be, because it would be green, and I would be going as a leprechaun.
I feel like you might need more. I don't know. Maybe you could pass. I feel like fairy wings. Like you need fairy wings, and you could probably get in.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. So the sign outside says cheap, rare, weird stuff. So like obviously I'm going to go in.
Hello, you had me at cheap.
Right.
And weird.
And stuff.
Also rare and stuff.
My friend Caitlin, who I used to work with, told me about this place. What?
I was pointing at myself.
Totally different Caitlin.
Oh, yeah, it's a different Caitlin. This is the weirdest thing. Like, whenever I talk about different Caitlins, they're all spelled differently.
Yeah.
And so when I'm saying their name, like I can see the spelling.
you
So I'm
spell it,
like, it's
yeah.
not even the same name to
Yeah.
me.
No,
And
it's
everyone's
not.
looking at me like, which one? I'm like,
Correct.
oh.
There is a correct spelling. Very few people know of this.
Is it yours? Well,
Yeah.
hers is Caitlin with a K.
Obviously.
So she's not part of the C club.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's already wrong, but continue.
Oh, are we going to have a battle of the Caitlins?
I mean, probably, but there can only be one.
So my other Caitlin told me about this place. So I wanted to give her credit. This is the description on their website. It says, quote, famed yet unknown Portland adventurer Conrad Talmadge Elwood had a dream, but forgot it when he woke up. Still, he spent a lifetime traveling the globe in search of the inexplicable and the freaky. Established in 1967, the Freaky But True Peculiarium is a one-of-a-kind art gallery begrudgingly devoted to Elwood's blurry vision. Visitors can discover interactive art in installments for all 6 senses, including novelties, gags, books, original artwork, shirts, stickers, one-of-a-kind oddities, and more, complete with edible insects and the like, which I know Caitlin wants some.
Ew.
In Conrad Elwood's words, the Peculiarium is an art gallery dedicated to learning and terror. End quote.
Oh, okay.
So that's from their website.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, super on board.
I think you'd like it. So I'm going to make a TikTok of it, probably, because I took a bunch of pictures and video and stuff. But I kind of wanted to go through some of the things that they have. I think you'll find it really cool.
Okay.
Okay. It's not scary. You're like, it's not like a haunted house.
I don't believe you.
It's not. So when you first go in, they have this room and it's got like a big old Krampus and you can like sit on his lap. So I like sat on his lap, obviously. I had some pictures taken with Krampus and he's out all year, not just on Christmas due to popular demand.
Well, sure. Give the people what they're looking for.
There's also a super cool haunted little doll house.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So, people, everybody,
What?
dollhouse.
It's just a little haunted dollhouse, and like each room has like its own little miniature horror scene. It's really cute.
Yeah. Cassie, do you even hear yourself
It's
when
so
you speak?
cute.
Uh-huh.
I'll show you the video.
I didn't know there would be audio.
I mean, it's just creepy music. It's just me breathing, honestly.
She died on a toilet.
Tentacles from the toilet. Get you every time.
Oh.
Isn't that awesome?
That's one way to describe it.
It's just a mini horror scene.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
you guys, I think it's important to know that while I tell you about all of the true crime stories and all of the things that I've learned, I don't always look up crime scene photos.
Yeah.
Um,
That was fake. It was a fake murder dollhouse.
yeah.
It's fine. Everything's going to be okay.
Well, so you know how we talked about that I should just stay in school forever so I never have to pay back my student loans?
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm going to go to school for like criminal justice
No.
or forensic anything.
You'd have to look at a lot of crime scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because we're like the opposite about stuff. Like she has a true crime podcast and talks about murder, won't watch a scary movie. I love scary movies, am terrified of them. And to me, that just means it's working,
Yeah.
you know?
It means it's good.
It's okay to be wrong.
Thanks.
We mic this bitch up.
Yeah, hi, I'm Cody. I'm Caitlin's brother, and I came to hang out, and then I couldn't stop interjecting, so now I have a microphone. That's kind of the whole story.
That's it. That's the story.
In a nutshell, there it is. I was like, we should really give him a microphone.
Yeah.
I was problematically interrupting, so.
Yeah. It was, it was a little frustrating. And I was like, okay, let's just put him on the show. It's what he wants.
I explicitly, by the way, said that wasn't the plan. I just wanted to hang out, but...
So Caitlin loved the Haunted Dollhouse, but there's also like an alien autopsy table, and you can like stick your head in and you can be the unfortunate soul on the table.
Yes.
It's so much fun. So they have that. I definitely stuck my head in there, took some photos. And then they also have like a safe that belonged to Al Capone, which I thought was really cool.
The front
they have
door.
this whole story and everything, and they have this safe, and they have like everything that was in it, and you can see inside of it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Everything that was in it?
Everything they want to show that was in it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of stuff in there.
I mean, finders keepers, so.
Yeah. There's a whole story on how they got it too. I'm not gonna go into it.
I mean, I could just like pick that up whenever.
The safe?
I mean, the story about the safe.
I'm like, you're gonna pick up the safe?
I would maybe just encourage people to visit the Peculiarium, and then they can pick it up.
Definitely. Go to the safe. Go to the Peculiarium and look at the safe. They have a vampire killing kit, which I thought was really cool.
All the accoutrements.
Yes.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Definitely. There's a bunch of things there making fun of Trump, which I thought was really funny.
It's a different kind of terror.
Yeah. It does say, this place is full of terror.
Yeah.
They have a fortune bowl, and the fortune I pulled out of it said, and I quote, "Donald Trump and his cronies are all Russian agents, but you don't have to be a psychic to figure that out." That was my fucking fortune. I was dying. So this place is pretty small, but it's jam-packed with cool shit. I'll need to go there probably like 10 or 20 more times to look at everything, because it's seriously full, like wall to wall stuff everywhere. It's great.
Well, it's like when you watch a movie and you watch it for the first time and you're like, okay, I got the overarching theme. But then if you watch like Inception again, you get all of the, you get all of the little details.
Exactly.
Things you never caught the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So definitely we'll take more than one trip. I'm okay with paying $5 or like dressing up.
I know. Should we do that for our podiversary?
We could. We've been talking about a lot of things we're going to do.
I know, yeah.
It's going to be a full day.
Yeah. It's fine. I have no conception of time. We'll just do all of the things and not sleep, and you guys will get to listen / watch all of it.
Yep.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
It's all for you guys.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
Right?
I mean, he might be. We'll see.
It's just an accident permanent third.
Probably off camera, just like problematically interjecting the whole time.
So this place also has like a store in the front where they have a bunch of weird shit for sale. They have tarot cards too. They have like a Portland tarot card that I want.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw that on Etsy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, they have one in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So we should go back and buy a bunch of tarot cards.
Okay.
And they print their own t-shirts. So like I wanted this shirt that I'm wearing today, and they didn't have my size. And the very nice woman working, she was like, "Oh, I can just print that for you." And I was like, "What?" Yeah. So they
Just
printed
do that
it
up for you.
Yeah, they printed it right there. I took a video of it. It was really cool.
Did you have that like experience where you're thinking like, okay, lady, like calm down. You're like obsessed with me.
Well, no, because there was a couple people in line and I was like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "It's fine. Someone else has got it." And I was like, "Okay." Like I felt like I was
That's
going to
so
be like a
cool.
bothersome, which I feel like all the time anyway. But she
Oh
was
my
like, "No,
gosh.
it's totally fine. I'm going to print you the shirt that you want." So yeah, I was
Love
really
it.
thankful.
Nice.
I also picked up a bunch of stickers and postcards and stuff for like little Patreon giveaways.
Oh.
Yeah, Patreons
Ooh.
and giveaways.
Do you feel like that went well enough the first time that we might do it again?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodies.
I mean, we better because I already bought shit for the next one. So,
We just like to give
the
shit away.
goodies are in the bag.
yeah.
Okay, so are you ready for my real story today?
I mean, probably not, but proceed.
So this one kind of freaked me out. It's kind of urban legendy, which I wanted to go kind of with something weird and kooky to go with like the peculiarium because it's weird and kooky. But even though it's like urban legend, it's clear that it's urban legendy, but it's still like, ooh, it's ooky.
Ooh.
Eat ooky. So I know when I come across something that makes me uncomfortable that I like have to tell Caitlin about it. So.
Perfect.
That's friendship.
Yeah.
That's
I can't wait to tell you about my next case.
It's fine. We give it to each other. That's not what I meant.
not like that, but like for friendship.
Yeah.
We give it to each other in the friend way.
Yeah, it's almost like a sibling rivalry
Kinda,
in a way,
yeah.
I think.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Bandage Man.
What?
Right?
Bandage Man.
Isn't that gross?
Okay.
Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Safe to say no.
Okay, good. Because I hadn't either. Yeah, it's really gross.
I mean, definitely.
All right.
So, first of all, this reminds me of two things. One is it kind of reminds me of a little book called It by some dude named Stephen King. I don't
No,
know.
thank you.
I don't know if you guys heard of him.
Nope.
Yeah.
End
No,
of
really niche
discussion.
guy.
Well, in the book, like there's this scary like mummy bandage guy and it's super terrifying. So that's what I thought of first. And then, did you guys ever listen to the band Hot Hot Heat?
Yes.
Bandages, bandages, bandages. So that's what that reminded me of too. And I couldn't get the song out of my head the entire time I was writing this.
Well, yeah. I mean, that tracks.
So
They're amazing live, by the way.
we might have to make a drinking game out of it because I literally say bandages like 1,000 times during this.
Okay,
episode.
please join us on the Patreon because after this episode, we apparently have to up our wine budget.
Well, I don't think we should take the drinks. I think the listeners, in a safe way, should take the
Yeah.
drink.
Please don't be driving.
Don't drink at work, everyone.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't.
We won't judge. No.
Hey, listen, okay, I'm not a lawyer. We've established that. So don't come to me for legal advice, and probably your life's going to be a lot better.
Only drinking advice.
Yeah, only drinking advice.
That's probably safe.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
So the legend of Bandage Man comes from Cannon Beach, Oregon.
What? From the coast?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's like very specific to Cannon Beach, like that location. It doesn't really go. I mean, there's like legends of mummies and crap everywhere, but like the specific Bandage Man is specific. The specific Bandage Man is specific to Cannon
These
Beach.
similarities are very
They're
similar.
so similar. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Okay, I have to tell you,
Have you seen Bandage Man?
I have not. No, but what's really weird is doing like the day trip or like the weekend trips to the coast. That's my jam. You know where I don't spend a lot of time?
Cannon Beach.
You guessed
Got a
it.
weird vibe.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I've been there before, but I'm like, I could take it or leave it.
Is it this weird thing where you just feel like there's always someone just over your shoulder covered in bandages? Like maybe like kind of goopy or something, watching you?
Oh, okay. So
Enjoy
here's
taffy.
the thing: is like you say Bandage Man, and
It gets
All-
worse.
all I hear is hazardous waste man.
Exactly. It gets gross.
But
It gets
wait,
so cool.
it's worse.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
So I've seen origin dates for Bandage Man from like the 30s to the 60s, but the main blog I was working from says the urban legend originated in the 60s. So kind of like that's what I'm going to go with, but all of the articles literally said like the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. So I don't
Interesting.
really know when it started.
But it might have correlated when people were probably starting to really drop acid.
Maybe that's it.
Just saying.
You've solved the case.
I mean, there's a lot of, you're on your way out to the coast, you stop in the forest, you find some magic mushrooms, and come up with some
you
stories.
see Bandage Man.
Yeah.
It's a bad
It's a
trip.
terrible
actually. That's a terrible trip.
Yeah. As you do, we say, like everybody's doing it.
So he terrorizes Highway 101.
And Caitlin.
Between the Highway 26 intersection and the city of Cannon Beach. He has been known to frequent a old kind of loop-shaped road off of Highway 101. It's since been bypassed. This is apparently a popular teen hangout makeout spot. Nicknamed, I know, right?
No correlation to the legends.
It's been nicknamed Bandage Man Road, which is gross. Why do you want to go there and make out?
What I want to know is, if he's terrifying me, why is he outside his jurisdiction?
Does he come to you here?
No, but I'm
You don't-
terrified.
Bandage Man doesn't tell you how to do your job.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I just think let the artist work.
Live and let live.
So I couldn't find like a pinpoint where this road was, but one of the descriptions I found, it says that it's the northernmost junction where the road veered off to the east a bit before returning to the 101. And I found something that looks like it could be the spot. It's this like little junction road. I don't know. It looks like to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's right at the intersection. It veers off to the east. It's kind of a loop shape.
I don't want to go to there.
So, like, I kind of think that's it. But if
maybe.
anyone knows, like, definitely let us know because I want to go there on my next beach trip.
Hook it
Also,
up with
I
some
need to know
coordinates.
where to
Yeah.
avoid.
We need the coordinates.
Is there like a ritual involved with this? Like, do we have is this like a Bloody Mary kind of urban
No.
legend thing? There's no
No,
summoning.
no.
That makes it worse. Because at least with
He comes to you.
yes, exactly.
Oh, I'll tell you what he does.
I don't like that shit. I don't want that unavoidable, unwelcomed, uninvited type of shit.
I want to summon my terror.
Okay, so I have a duet that we need to do that it talks about how you're welcome mat. Gotta be careful with that
Oh,
shit.
yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So this road is said to be like a rite of passage for new drivers. So they make like once you get your license, you have to drive this road alone at night, which is so fucking mean.
No.
Well, nothing makes someone a better driver than like experiencing terror.
Right?
I think we all know that. Once you've had your first like real terror, you're always better for it.
I guess that's true. Makes your reactions times quicker, right?
Whatever Bandage Man doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Oh my God.
That was a good one. That might need to go on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you need much of an imagination to picture what Bandage Man looks like.
I mean, I don't want to picture it.
I mean, I'd still love it if you would paint me a word picture.
Of
I'll
course.
try. So he's like completely covered in bandages. Is that like
Okay.
a good word picture?
I'm getting there.
So he's similar to a mummy, but when you get a good look at him, you can see he's like bleeding through these bandages. So
No, thank you.
he's clearly not a mummy, right? Because the Egyptians like drained the fluids before.
Yeah, let's talk
Mummification.
about fluids more.
Fluids.
It's got
Moist.
fluids.
Moist fluids.
We should just put in the show notes moist.
Bandage Man. Moist episode.
Ew.
Moist AF.
Like I said, it gets worse.
Okay,
So
cool.
another lovely feature of this bandaged up bruiser is that he is kind of smelly.
Mm.
Well, yeah, he's been bleeding through bandages
Yeah.
for basically a century.
He's a little stinky.
Yeah.
He brings with him the lovely aroma of rotten flesh.
Mm.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can even smell him before you can see him.
You know, I find that's often the case.
Caitlin is in physical pain right now.
Yeah. Teeth can be like that too.
Ew. Stop.
Where you can smell them before you see them?
You're welcome.
There might need to be a tag for this episode, actually.
When I worked at my first dental job, one of the things that I got really good at was inserting scented lip gloss into my nostril.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
While I worked for an endodontist, which, if you don't know, they perform root canals. Teeth don't always smell that good after they're dead.
Oh,
Dead
God.
teeth.
Oh.
And then she dropped the mic, but not really, because they're fragile and they're not cheap.
So, Bandage Man will also leave behind a calling card in the form of stinky soiled bandage bits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I wrote, I'm actually going to throw up. Be right back. It's so gross.
I don't care for it.
Can you
if
imagine?
I'm being honest.
Like you see Bandage Man and then you're left with little stinky bandage bits.
I guess I'm imagining the person driving for the first time after they got initially licensed. And then it's like, are the bandages? I feel like the bandages are in the back seat all of a sudden. You're like, now why is my car just tarnished forever?
That is good.
And it's like, well, Bandage Man.
Here's the
Man
thing
did it.
is I can imagine and I can smell it and I'm definitely going to throw up.
Sorry. So what's Bandage Man's MO? He will either try to get you to pull over for him to hitchhike, or he will simply just jump into your car.
Sir. Excuse me.
Especially if there's easy access, like a truck bed or a convertible. So he's like semi-lazy.
Coastal road, though.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah, I have a hatchback, so good luck with that fucker.
I'm assuming like a sunroof would probably work too. So just like leave your car secure, but then again,
Close your vents. He's getting in there.
in the vents.
Oh no.
He may just jump on your car and break a window. So,
Sir. Okay, clearly you don't abide by vampire rules because I did not
No.
invite you.
he just pops on in there whenever he wants.
That's rude.
If you are unfortunate enough to meet the Bandage Man, and if his sudden appearance doesn't give you a heart attack or make you jerk and veer off the road, he will disappear when you drive into town. So, like, if you can stay alive long enough, if you just drive into town, he will apparently disappear.
Okay.
So, just stay alive.
That's
Advice
totally
for everybody.
doable. Yeah, just stay alive. Cool.
I mean, it actually is solid advice.
So, according to this website called chugnut.com,
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. Chugnut?
Chugnut
Oh, yeah.
with two G's.
Oh, yeah.
Does this mean something?
I'm a subscriber. I don't know. I've never heard of
Chugnut.
I've
What?
never heard of it.
It's just this guy's blog.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you mean Chugnut? My buddy Chugnut? Dude, everybody knows
The
Chugnut.
Florida frat boy?
No. Chugnut, he lives out there in the forest. He's totally off the grid. Chugnut? You don't know Chugnut? Oh my gosh.
Chugnut.
Classic.
What?
So, Chugnut guy found this person's post on the Mystery Planet MSN group, which the link no longer works. I don't know what the fuck this group was.
I bet it doesn't.
He found this story on there claiming to be the origin story of Bandage Man.
Ooh.
And I'm going to read it for you guys.
Oh, great. That's
right.
awesome.
Cue the
I'm
thunder.
So excited.
Everything gets slightly
I feel
darker.
like we need sound effects. So one night, two of the local kids were up there, assuming on the old bypassed road, it didn't say, doing what teenaged boys and girls do when they are parked on dark, lonely roads.
I'm not sure what that is.
They were playing the card game War.
Yes, definitely. The boy had an old Chevy pickup, and his girl and he were sitting in the cab. All of a sudden, they felt the truck sort of lean, like something was moving around in the bed of the truck.
No, thank you. Unsubscribe.
They turned to look out the rear window, and there, looking back, was a bandaged face with only some weird-looking eyes showing through the eye holes in the bandages. And I want to know, like, what do they mean by weird-looking eyes?
Weird-looking eyes.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the detail that it's an old Chevy because you're going to have, like, a bench seat, and there's no, like, there's not going to be a center console in your
Why so much information about the truck and nothing about the eyes?
Well, because you need to paint a picture of the truck for you to fully understand how, proximal to the victims Bandage Man is.
I just feel like if you don't look behind you when you're in an old Chevy in the middle of nowhere, parked at a lover's lane,
Playing the card game War.
then you never have to think about
Even if you feel the truck shift, you're not going to look behind you?
Why are you still there?
I mean, it's probably
there should
just
have
a
been
bear.
creepy vibes. GTFO, okay?
So the bandaged figure started beating on the glass in the top of the cab. The kid started his engine, got it into gear, and tore out of there. His girlfriend screaming in terror as the man in the back continued pounding. So he stayed in the back of the truck bed.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's another
she's like,
tearing down the road.
I really don't want to die for the fact that I'm here on Lover's Lane not having an orgasm.
So any of you who've been to Bandage Man Road or Cannon Beach know how curvy the roads are, and to drive them at high speed is dangerous.
Oh no, they died!
They didn't die.
Oh.
They didn't die. It's not that bad.
Everyone always dies
Oh, no, they
forever on this
Everyone
podcast.
dies in your cases, not in mine. Well,
Hey, you
ghosts,
know,
I guess.
Yeah, let's be real.
But
somebody
that's not
died.
them dying. They already did that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
This is after the fact.
On they went after what seemed like an eternity and made it into downtown Cannon Beach, where the boys' family owned a service station that they lived next door to in a greenhouse. Once they got there, they looked in the back and the bandaged figure was nowhere to be seen. I first heard this story back in 1960 or 61, and it's the original version, according to this guy. Some of the family of the kid still lives around here too. I know 2 of his brothers. So
Oh, shit.
this guy who wrote this original story is like I know a person who knows a person who's seen this thing,
Actually,
and that's the origin.
I have met his cousin who is dating this girl who she went to another school, but she was dating his other cousin, and he had said
This happened. And that's the origin story of the Bandage Man.
Chugnut, if you're listening to this, we need to be in contact with you.
No,
we
we
need
don't.
to know more.
I have a lot more.
Email Cassie.
No. I don't want no chug.
She wants you to slide into her
Please don't.
DMs.
Please.
She doesn't have enough of that happening in her life.
Oh, God.
We've got another promo roll that we are really excited to share today.
This is Kylie, the atheist witch.
This is V, the glamour witch.
Do you like things that are spooky and witchy?
Yes,
Have you ever bought a crystal or an animal bone?
way too many.
Do you like to be scared every once in a while?
Hell yeah.
If you answer yes to any of these questions, you're going to enjoy our show, Witch Theater.
We watch spooky or witchy movies and discuss them from a witch's perspective. Plus, we have a lot of fun doing it.
We release episodes every Saturday, and we alternate between scary and witchy, so you'll never get bored. So far, we have covered movies like The Witch,
Practical magic.
It Chapters 1 and 2,
Hocus pocus.
Candyman.
And The Craft.
So come sit for a spell.
And join us at Witch Theater.
You guys, we're back.
How did Bandage Man become the monster he is today? There's a couple different stories that appear to be 2 separate theories, but I feel like they could be linked. So the first one is that this man died in a sawmill accident, which, ow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That
But he
reminds
seems like
me
he's
of
in a whole piece.
Yeah, that reminds me of the
But he's
story that
bandaged.
Piece.
Did he fall into a bin full of saws, or?
They bandaged him back together. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I don't
see
think he understands sawmills. No, okay. So I was just gonna say, I think that this reminds me of that story that DP was talking about. You remember that? Where the guy literally gets sucked into the machinery and you expect it to like just at a certain point just like amputate his arm, but it doesn't. It just like human skin suits
I don't
him.
like that. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty graphic. I told Chris about it and he was like, why do I do this to myself? And I was like, I did it to you. And he's like, yeah,
Thanks.
that's what I meant.
So the other theory is that this man was in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. He was all bandaged up. They didn't really say why. So I'm like, couldn't this be the same guy from like the sawmill accident?
Yeah,
in the ambulance?
Some overlap, some
Could
very
be.
possible
Yeah, right.
overlap.
But either way, the unfortunate ambulance gets buried in a rock slide on the way. Yeah. Presumably on this stretch of 101 that's being haunted.
I mean, there are rock slides. It does happen there.
Right? I feel like that's
There'd be some
logical.
falling rocks and stuff. Yeah.
So the driver doesn't make it, and the bandaged man was nowhere to be found.
Well, sure. I feel like there's a logical explanation for that. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, yeah,
but
he climbed out and went into the forest to find some children to terrorize.
He started a website called chugnut.com.
And thusly, he spreads his terror.
That's true, because the MSN link didn't
He
work.
perpetuates his story, you know?
Oh my God.
That's so
he
funny.
started a frat house and
You guys, we solved it.
we did something.
Now, for obvious reasons, local teens like to pull pranks around this legend.
Dicks!
One group of friends, quote unquote, were out cruising in a truck, and the friends riding in the truck bed, super safe, came up with a brilliant plan. They had the driver stop, and another friend, I guess waiting on the side of the road, jumps into the bed of the truck dressed in his best bandages. They all jump out and start screaming. Well, the driver, no doubt scared out of his mind, races off and starts frantically like turning and doing cookies.
He's trying to shake Bandage Man.
Yeah, he's trying to dislodge the poser Bandage
God.
Man.
Oh, no. So this ends well.
Oh.
No word on how this story turned out. I feel like if it ended in death, we would have known. But I really hope the person in the truck bed is okay. So hopefully they gave this truck a bath too, because I'm sure both of these guys shat themselves.
Yeah. Solid point.
So I just thought this was kind of funny too. When I was doing my, I wrote dong instead of doing.
Of course you did.
Classic.
That's what we call a Freudian
Classic.
slip.
When I was doing my Google thing, I found that Odd Moe's Pizza got a hold of this intriguing story and they wrote their own article on it.
No.
But they have the perfect solution. This is a quote from their Bandage Man article on their website. Do you know what fights off monsters? Pizza.
Oh.
Stay indoors. We'll deliver. Think of us as heroes roaming the streets fighting evil one pizza at a time.
I love it.
Isn't it cute?
I
thought
love
it was
that.
cute.
Yeah.
Also, they're hiring if anyone like is looking for work.
Also, can we have pizza after this?
Let's order Odd Moe's.
That's going to be a drive.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think they have places all over the place. It's not just.
Oh.
I don't even know if they have one in
Well,
Canada.
I only want one if he's going to have to encounter Bandage
Right.
Man because
Right.
I was advertised they would fight evil.
Right. Because otherwise, what am I even doing this for?
They show up at the door and you're like, "Come here. I got some evil for you to fight."
I mean, yes.
I've seen these
I
videos
do.
on the internet,
Oh my
I think.
God.
Yeah.
So these couple stories are from sluggoghoststories.blogspot.com.
A subsidiary of Chug Nut Industries.
Probably.
Oh my God.
This is from Anonymous. I saw the thing as a kid heading back home from Cannon Beach. I remember thinking, those guys are stupid for picking up a hitchhiker. When I asked my parents why someone would do such a thing, they said, "What man are you talking about?"
Bum, bum, bum.
No. Oh my God. I have to nervous burp now. Oh my God.
Nervous burp.
Do we need to pat you on the back?
Terror
God,
makes
no,
me
I
gassy.
swallowed it. Oh no.
It's going to come out the other end. This is another one from Anonymous. I saw it at the highway crossing 2 years before I ever heard the story. I was sitting on a tree stump within seeing distance of the highway. It was in bandages, so I thought it was a mannequin to protest deforestation.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a leap,
All
but
right,
she was within
all right.
seeing distance.
Yeah,
so-
seeing distance. I remember thinking that some group really went to a lot of trouble to make it, since someone from town could just steal it if they didn't agree with their views. Okay.
True?
One thing is, it had a real mean look in its eyes, and they were blood red with a mild red glow. I don't know what like a mild red
Ooh.
glow means.
Like it wasn't like, it wasn't
Like
like brake
laser.
lights. Like it was just kind of like
I think it was just
subtle-
Yeah.
stoned.
She was just stoned. Or Bandage Man was
This-
stoned.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
There are a lot of weed
He
His
was
stores
weird,
on
stoned.
the
his
beach.
weird stoned, angry eyes.
Yeah.
They end this by saying, I am 58 years old. I am not making this up. I was like,
Right. After
didn't-
age 50, nobody
Right?
lies.
I wrote, you guys, I didn't know that you couldn't tell a lie once you turned 58.
Yeah, no, that's.
I'm-
I mean, that's common fact. I read
Yeah.
that in a book in an Oregon public school.
Yeah. It's very useful information, I feel like.
Once you turn 58, your lying years are over.
This is another anonymous comment, and this is back on that buttchug.com website from earlier.
I believe
Did
it
you
was
say
chug nut,
butt plug?
Butt chug?
butt chug.
Butt chug.
I think now. See, she's your
Juggernaut.
your frat idea is bleeding into her mind.
I literally wrote butt chug on here.
Buttchug.com.
I didn't know
God.
where this was
Do
going.
not follow that link.
What do they call it when you beer
Should
bomb
I?
through your butt?
Oh my god, it is
Butt
a link.
chugging.
Butt chugging. Okay.
Yeah.
It is.
Or
that.
or
Okay.
sorry, you know what? I did learn the term for this, but luckily it was at a Supreme Court nomination hearing, so it's called boofing, I believe.
Boofing. This is from Chug. What was it? Chugnut.com.
Chug nut.
I saw this with a group of friends. They're talking about Bandage Man,
Okay.
clearly.
As you do.
Right. I saw this with a group of friends about 2 years ago. We were traveling home to Portland from the beach. We go to the beach in the middle of the night. So it was about 3 a.m. Oh, sorry. They say 3 in the morning, which is the witching hour.
Sure is.
Why were they at the beach during the
My
witching
favorite hour of the day to pee.
to be. When we saw the Bandage Man. We saw a man running in a strange fashion, and I really wish people would be freaking descriptive and tell
Weird
me.
eyes
Yeah,
and strange running.
I know.
Okay, honestly, that means nothing to me.
Exactly.
Clearly
So-
didn't take creative writing.
He's running in a strange fashion down the highway with strips of white cloth hanging from his body. So I kind of picture like a zombie waddle, like if you're running like with your pants sagged down.
I just
Okay.
picture someone with toilet paper stuck to their shoe.
Running down the street.
You know what? Honestly, equally terrifying. Like
Yeah.
if you're being chased by either one, you're like,
Mhm.
not okay.
We had no idea what we saw, and we were freaked out, obviously. We didn't know if it was a ghost or some crazy man.
Probably both.
Right. Funny thing is, none of us knew of the legend at the time. A few months later, my mother was talking about the ghost legends of Oregon, and Bandage Man came up. I was in shock. I knew him.
Oh my gosh, I've seen that guy.
Oh my god, I've met that
Oh
bitch.
my god.
Okay, I just have to say, was this story written by a man? Because I feel like the level of panic about some strange man running after you down the street, it doesn't match
Yeah.
what a woman experiences.
It might have been a woman. Yeah, I don't know. So I have one more story from you from Reddit, and this is from username Slippery When Wet.
Oh my gosh. That's just an alias of Chugnut. I think we all know that. at this
It's
point.
all just Chugnut.
That sounds really familiar.
That's funny because I wrote something at the end. Okay, so
okay.
I grew up in Astoria, and Bandage Man was something we just used as entertainment when we were bored driving around. We would go to Cannon Beach and try to provoke him. Don't do that.
What is wrong with you?
Always to no avail, just to kill time.
Ooh.
So I have a theory that this username is Bandage Man's username, and that's exactly what he wants you to think.
Yeah, he's summoning you.
He's like, come on, guys, it's no big deal. Come on down.
Slippery when wet.
Come on down.
My wet bandages.
Oh, okay.
Bandages, bandages.
So I think we should have a contest, and whoever emails us with the exact number of times that we say bandages in this Bandage Man episode will get a prize.
Bandages, 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 bandages.
Don't make it that hard on him. Jeez.
I mean, that was really easy. I said it like very clearly and like very succinctly, so.
Do you have a guess on how many times we said it?
Nah.
Bandages.
I can't win the contest. What's the point?
You could.
I'm going to go 23.
23. That's it?
23.
It's
yeah.
got to be way more than
I'm
that.
going to say like closer to 50.
You think closer to 50?
Yeah.
I'm going to split the difference
69.
and say 43.
43.
That's pretty much right in between 23 and 50.
Well, no, but okay, listen.
Look, if you're seeing distance away from the numbers.
No,
Same
I'm just
distance.
saying I need it to be like in between yours, but I think 23 is way too low.
I think so.
So
too.
I'm padding it. So that's what I came up with.
I feel like I'm struck just like I'm thinking about how maybe this is all like I'm just getting a very Scooby-Doo feel of that this is actually like the pizza owner guy like doing all of this to make his ad like really punch.
He
you know?
started it in the 60s and it's like a real deep fake. Like
Oh my God.
It's like once you get caught in a lie, you know, and then you're just like, I just had to keep going.
Yeah.
my
Or
gosh.
he's like super into it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I got to keep the legend alive.
I'm into it.
It's what drives these pizza sales.
Well, that was my story on Bandage Man, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And Caitlin's like, no.
I just want to go back to, I wish we could rewind to the point where you told her what he smells like.
Yeah.
And just kind of, I just want like more of a mental snapshot for that. You know, that was fun. It's just a very sour face.
Rotten flesh.
You, David.
Okay, now we're doing the tarot card reading for Bandage Man.
For Bandage Man.
For Bandage Man.
We're going to tell his future.
We might.
There's some sultry teens in his future.
Oh my God.
I would like some insight
An old
into
Chevy
what,
pickup.
Oops. What Bandage Man is up to these days. I kind of pre-shuffled. I don't know. Do you want to shuffle? I feel like you need to for a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Just-
I feel like the
Gotta
Patreon
touch 'em.
really likes it when I shuffle.
You don't have to shuffle like that. Do what I was doing.
I don't want to. Oh, that was a pretty good one for
I
me.
hope that you can see
Skill.
it.
It's
Yeah,
a
you
skill,
can.
everyone.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Oh my god.
let me do it.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we're not fighting you.
I could
Okay.
do it.
I got one. You're gonna draw the card because
I am
you
gonna
have
draw.
that Bandage Man.
Got that
Energy.
magic touch.
I'm holding a crystal too. I'm like super witchy today. I don't even know. We got the King of Wands
Oh, okay.
in the upright position. It's this masculine figure on a golden throne. They've got like a staff that's like a tree with some leaves on it.
Hmm.
There's a lizard.
A lizard.
Yeah.
Okay. Does, you know, it's got like a tree vibe. Somebody who hangs out in the forest.
Okay. So our keywords are leadership, self-confidence, success, good fortune, and loyalty.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's all good things for Bandage Man.
Right?
Let's look it up.
Awesome. As befits a king, the King of Wands often appears seated on a throne, wearing a handsome robe and a crown.
Yep.
You know, like a king do. He's a dignified man who exudes confidence, authority, and power, yet he doesn't seem at all threatening.
This is weird.
Wait, is that in there or are you just adding that?
No, I mean, it's really in there. In fact, he's usually shown as a handsome and benevolent ruler.
Hmm. Things are looking up for Bandage Man.
He's going to have a change of heart, I guess. In a reading, the king may signify an actual person. When he does, it's generally a mature man who's obtained a position of wealth and status, perhaps the head of a business or a leader in the community.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you were reading that, I was feeling like we needed another card.
I feel like this is only deepening my suspicion that secretly Bandage Man is the pizza guy.
Right? That's what I was
Because
thinking too.
he's a, charismatic business owner,
Yeah.
and,
I
just point it out.
Odd Mo, what are you doing?
I'm not saying that we need to find Bandage Man and rip his face off because it's probably a rubber mask,
Scooby-Doo.
but it may not be not a rubber mask.
Even when it's not a crime, it's a true crime, and we're solving it. All right, so the king in the upright position is a fortunate card, regardless of the situation. Nice little add-on there.
Yeah, right?
If he represents a real person, it's someone you can trust and rely on to do the right thing, unless he's in the bed of your truck. He's a loyal friend, a fair-minded employer, a wise advisor, a competent and honest leader. This intelligent man has high ideals. He's an active, energetic, independent individual with a passion for life and an adventurous nature.
That's pretty funny.
Maybe Bandage Man is just misunderstood.
Right.
You know? Like, maybe he's just trying to prevent some kids from, getting into trouble out there.
That's true.
You know?
Could
We
be.
don't know. Maybe people pick him up all the time and he gives great financial advice. You know?
Okay, well, we'll see, because we do have, in a reading about money, you can expect good things to come your way when the king appears. That's funny that he
Interesting.
said that.
Appears, yeah.
Sometimes the king means getting a raise, that a venture will pay off, or that you have financial support. If the reading is about your job, success is assured. The king may indicate a promotion or recognition for your efforts. It can also show you moving into a position of authority, like running your own pizza place. Oh, this is weird. Now is a good time to take a chance, for victory is yours.
Interesting.
In a question about love, the King of Wands says the relationship is a strong one with plenty of affection and passion, probably because you're at a lover's lane.
Yeah.
Perhaps between two lively, creative, outgoing people.
Two steamy teens.
Teens. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I don't know. I guess it depends if you agree with our interpretation. So I think regardless of what you believe, what your takeaway is from this episode,
Yeah.
I'm going to go make a fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Odd Mo's.
Mm-hmm.
Bandage Man might show up.
Or
And
he
it
could
could be a
just
good thing?
go do his
That's
own
true.
thing. I feel like I'm doing all right today, and maybe I'll just eat my pizza and you just, be there at Cannon Beach. Okay?
Shit, I dropped one. Where'd it go?
I got it.
Oh, you dropped two.
I dropped two. That was my hands. That was not the universe.
Oh, wait.
Do you think?
Unless
Okay, just for shits and giggles.
we're doing it.
Because I feel like
We're going in.
I feel like that sets you up for a past, present, future
It could.
reading. All right.
What is Bandage Man's future?
Because I was feeling
Bandage
okay.
Man,
That's
where are you going?
That's funny you say that. Because when you were reading it, I was like, maybe this was Bandage Man, from the past, before
Right.
he became
He's
Bandage
a pillar
Man.
of the community.
Yeah,
And then his
Working at
ambulance
the
is covered in
sawmill.
rocks.
interesting.
Completely dashed.
Yeah.
And then let's see.
Okay.
Just for funsies. I mean, it's all speculation.
Yeah. We just have fun here.
We're just having fun here, okay? So
we're
Four
a big
of
family.
Cups. Our keywords are withdrawal.
Withdrawal.
The
Withdrawal.
rural juror. Withdrawal, rest, boredom, lack of inspiration. So, like, I don't know. Like,
He's just
maybe
stuck
do
out here in the
something different.
forest, waiting for some kids to pop up.
He's been doing the same damn thing for a long time.
That's true.
The Four of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith and other decks depicts a lone person sitting beneath a tree. Somehow, a disembodied hand passing him or her a cup. The idea is that you've gone off on your own and you aren't receiving what others hold out to you at this time. You may be withdrawing from your usual routine, work, friends, etc. in order to get in touch with yourself. The upright Four of Cups symbolizes boredom and stagnation. You're not satisfied with your life at this time, but lack the incentive to make changes. You've detached emotionally from people and situations. Sometimes this card indicates you've sacrificed happiness for security.
Interesting.
In a reading about money, this card can mean you're too attached to money and security, perhaps at the expense of love and joy. Perhaps you've prioritized money in the past and now seek meaning in other things. If the reading is about your job, you probably feel stuck and bored with your job. You may long for more creativity and enjoyment, but have opted for security instead.
It's getting boring out here, man, attacking these people on this one road.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta switch it up. Give the people what they're looking for. It gets the people going.
Maybe try a new outfit.
Yeah.
Different bandages?
Yeah.
Change your bandages.
Huh? Have you seen those Hello Kitty ones?
Ooh, there are Pokemon ones that are pretty cool.
He's just covered in Hello Kitty and Pokemon
Just
bandages.
individual band-aids. It's like, you said this would work.
I feel like there is something
I
far
would be
more
equally
terrifying.
terrified of that man jumping in the bed of my truck.
I don't like it.
Why does nobody like me?
In a reading about love, the Four shows you withdrawing affection and energy from a relationship. Perhaps routine has sapped your enthusiasm. This card symbolizes a relationship based on security rather than passion.
I don't love it, but it's honest work. You know?
Oh, man.
What else is he going to do? He's Bandage Man.
Yeah. So our Ace of Cups is in the reverse. Keywords are new love, beginning a creative activity, joy. Literally all the fucking things that are allegedly missing from Bandage Man's present.
We did ask what he was going to do
I mean-
next. What's going on in his life?
I don't know.
Bandage
man.
Man's about to blow up on TikTok.
Probably. A single large chalice appears on the Ace of Cups. Sometimes water flows out of it, fountain-like, or the cup sits in water. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, a hand emerging from a cloud offers the cup as a gift to you. This represents a gift of love, either of a personal or divine nature. This ace reminds us of the Holy Grail, the most famous chalice of all. The reversed ace can indicate a delay in starting a relationship.
Say because you're terrified. Maybe
Or
you just
because
have
you drew the Four of Cups before the Ace of Cups. It can also mean a romance that seemed promising doesn't develop or turn out as you'd hoped. This may not be the right time to start something new.
Oh, Bandage Man.
No. In a reading about money, the reversed ace suggests you may have to wait a while to profit from a new venture, or it can mean you won't make as much as you'd expected. If the reading is about your work, you may encounter delays in landing your dream job.
Oh,
So funny. This
Bandage
is
Man.
like,
Keep going.
I know.
Okay? You'll get there. You'll find your thing.
yeah.
you can do it.
Your next thing.
For creative people, this ace can represent a dry spell when you feel stifled or uninspired.
Well, I mean, he needs a dry spell because apparently he's pretty moist.
Moist.
In a reading about love, you may run into obstacles, limitations, or disappointments, or an ambulance that ends up under rocks.
Or a bunch of rocks.
Yeah, bunch
You
of
know.
rocks. Big old
Well,
box of rocks.
So
Full
it's
of notes.
interesting that it mentioned, passing beverages, though, to people, since this
Both of
was
them.
tied to a drinking game.
Oh, that's true.
Well, and
Just
did
saying.
you notice that both of these two cards mention like almost like a hand appearing,
Mm-hmm.
like an apparition?
That's interesting. And so the king looks like on a bunch
Proffering.
of like pointy rocks, kind of. I can't.
Ooh.
And proffering a staff.
I'm thinking Bandage Man might need to get into beverages.
Maybe. And this one's like a bunch of water. It was at the beach in the ocean.
Some imagery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, what do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like this is saying we talked about Bandage Man's past.
Mhm.
Something happened to him. He was a really cool dude, but something happened. And then he ended up here where he's just stuck in the same old routine, scaring the shit out of people. He's over it. But it looks like he doesn't,
Not a promising future.
no, I feel like he's just stuck right now and
I'm
something
wondering,
needs to change.
maybe this is pre-Bandage Man.
Yeah.
Like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, Bandage Man or pre-Bandage Man kind of on the downslope at the sawmill, Sawmill work is just not fulfilling him like it used to,
Maybe.
And he loses his attention,
Maybe.
slips into the saws, maybe even a whole, what did I say before? Basket of saws?
Whole basket of saws.
Whole basket
Oh,
of saws.
no.
That's how they store saws. And then boom, now he's Bandage Man. He's not looking up because he's Bandage Man.
That's sad. I kind of feel for him now, honestly.
But do you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to go visit Bandage Man one day.
Okay. I'm going to go make pizza. I'm really focused on the pizza. You said pizza, something about pizza in the case.
Oddmos.
So pizza.
It was a whole conspiracy.
Yeah. My takeaway was pizza.
Oh, I forgot to say, it's a full fucking moon today as we record. It's a pink moon. Just
Pretty.
throw that in there. Like
Okay.
right now, it peaked at like 11:55 this morning. So tonight's going to be a bright, pretty pink moon.
Hey.
This is coming out like 2 weeks later, so it doesn't matter to you guys
It's
right
true.
now. But
But it was.
yeah. So maybe that's why I've been holding this pink fucking rock all day.
Yeah, probably.
I just saw it today and I was like, oh, that's cute.
I
I'm
want
gonna
her.
Bring it with me in my little pocket.
Come with me, friend.
All right. Are we
Okay.
ending?
Yeah, no, we are. Okay, goodbye forever.
Bye.
Just kidding. I love you. Bye.
Have
I'm
a
gonna have some
creepy ass
pizza.
day.
See
See
you next Tuesday.
Awesome. That worked because I couldn't
We
even hear you.
actually did it. No, we did it. I heard it. So, for all of you that are listening, if you have any true crime or paranormal stories that you want us to share, maybe with the whole Pacific Northwest.
Yes, we would love to read them on the pod.
Yes, we will read them out loud.
Not just in our heads.
Yes. They don't have to be from the Pacific Northwest if you would like to share. Email us at pnwhauntsandhomicides@gmail.com. It's all spelled out, no special characters. Super duper easy peasy.
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Same thing as the email at PNW Haunts and Homicides, all spelled out, no special characters. Please also rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to and check out our stories on social media because our meme game is hot.
Agreed.
And if you agree, like Caitlin, you can also find us on Patreon and support the show.
Bitchin'.
Is
all
it
hang
happening?
out.
Oh, now
It's
I can
happening.
myself. Yeah.
Is it happening?
Is it- what is this?
Why are you so
fucking
far
you.
away? Is this real life?
feel like I'm on a spaceship.
Oh, wait, here. Hold on. Okay.
The stage mic was always like, just make a fist, and then okay, there you go.
Wow.
No, just all right.
All right.
Here we go.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hey,
You're supposed to say hi, Kat.
I don't know. What do I
I know.
I forgot.
Just say hi,